Everyone, welcome back to Stella Rose Bella, where I talk about the latest Asian drama music shows and artists. Today I want to talk about my first impressions of the latest drama, 我的巴比伦恋人, Dear Diary. So this drama, who is in it? First up, we have Feng Xiaoyue, who plays Murong Jielun, who is a prince, and we have the female lead, Bu Guanjing, who plays Chen Meiru, who is the character who writes in her diary about these characters when she was 12, and they come to life. And then we have Xu Weining, who plays Zhoulong Tiannu, who controls the wind and the rain. And then we have Wang Ruichang, who plays Ouyang Wenshan, who is also who's a good friend of the prince, Murong Jielun. And and then another good friend of the female lead is Duan Shuiliu, who is played by Zhou You. He's just a good friend. And we have another female character who's also her good friend. So these 6 characters, they are all, like, I can't say like leads because they're all like have the same amount of stuff going on. So yeah, and so the synopsis, you're like, what is this story about? So the synopsis, so Chen Meiru, one of the leads, when she was 12, she went to an exhibition, like a Babylonian period exhibition with her school, like a field trip, and then from there in the museum she picked up like a notebook. I guess it's like sort of like, you know, like from the gift shop and stuff, but I feel like when I watched the drama it didn't seem like it was from the gift shop, so yeah. Anyways, but it's basically like when she went to the museum she got a notebook from there. And it's just a regular notebook, nothing really, but the cover had like another language in front of it. I feel like it's hieroglyphics, but I'm wrong probably. But it had that in the cover, and then she like started to write in her journal. When you're a teenager, you like imagine a lot of things. You have like crushes on stuff. It's like a lot of things going on as a teenager, right? And so she actually has a crush on this person in her class. And basically she based off a lot of the characters in her diary from real life. And if you think of the character's name, such as Murong Jielun and Ouyang Wenshan, don't they sound so familiar? Like Zhou Jielun and Fang Wenshan. If you are a fan of Zhou Jielun, like me, or if you listened to Zhou Jielun's song before, you probably saw this other name in his songs, like the composer or stuff. And the person who wrote lyrics is Fang Wenshan. And so yeah, you can think of like what's going on there. And so she wrote in this diary and when she was 12, and the day of her 24th birthday, these characters, like when it struck midnight, these characters came to life. So on the day of her birthday, Murong Jielun came out like from the wall, and he was like, I am here. He tells Chen Meiru, like, I will protect you, I will love you, I am the prince and everything. And she's like, what is going on? Who are you? I don't know you. Who the heck are you? And then, you know, when she was like partying and everything, she was sort of like drunk, and so she thought it was all fake and everything. She's like, yeah, whatever. And then later she's like, when she woke up, she's like, why are you still here? Anyways, and Chen Meiru, what she does for her job is she works in like sort of like the online like security, like protection place. Like anyone that uploads like inappropriate stuff, she blocks them off the internet. So that's her job, and you will know why that's her job later if you watch the drama. So that is what it is. This drama, it may seem silly or absurd or ridiculous or funny actually in the beginning. But what I love about this drama is that it talks about different issues that the audience can relate to. Such as when the female lead, she said when she was talking to Murong Jielun. I was gonna say Jaelun because it's like a little long for me, Murong Jielun. When they were talking, because he is a character that is from her like diary, and like he brings back a lot of memories of her childhood, like the way she thinks and everything, in a sense. And she so totally later she just burst. She said the real me disappeared when I was 12. And she starts crying and she starts talking about like, why is everyone doing this to me and everything like that, and just a lot of things. But that really struck a chord. I feel like a lot of times when we're growing up as a teenager and everything, there's this part of us that like, you know, you're just you, and like for some reason because of what others say or people made fun of you or certain like things or people that sort of in a way sort of change who you are, not in a good way, but sort of like basically you're not you anymore from, you know what I mean? Like, there's the you where you're curious and nobody really sort of like, sort of influence you into saying like, oh, certain ways and everything. Not for the better, but sort of making you sort of like getting rid of like the real you. And I feel like later when you grow up, you're like, oh, I actually don't care about what these other people say. Like, who are they to say, like, you know, certain things? And we try to find who we were in the beginning, which is interesting. I feel like like when you're younger, you just feel like, oh, like these things that people say and like everything, and like maybe like someone said something that like affected you and you never realized it, and then you sort of like stopped doing a certain thing. So that's the gist of, you know what I'm saying? And I always say, you know, sometimes it's just like, these words. But yeah, and I feel like that will relate, like the audience can relate to that a lot. Yeah, I feel like, for me, I feel like people who have kept sort of like their tianzhen and like their curiosity and like sort of like not caring about what others say, I give props to those people who have grown up to just like, you know, stand like, I am me, you cannot tell me who, like shape me whoever, you know, you want me to be. And yeah, and I think that's very, very valuable for someone to do that and someone to keep, you know, standing like, this is who I am. Another situation that people can relate to Chen Meiru, like what she gone through, is when she was 12, she mistakenly sort of like handed in her journal to her teacher, and her teacher read her journal, and then she made her read it in front of the whole class, which is, you know, the story that she wrote. And her teacher is like, this story is stupid, I don't understand what you're thinking and everything like that, and like you should be concentrating on academics and school and everything. This is like really wrong of you and everything. Like, like what kind of story you're reading? Like, it sounded like really they're like, this is really inappropriate and everything, and this is like shameful. Like, that's what the teacher said to her in front of the whole entire class. And from then she was known as the person who wrote, like, had inappropriate thoughts. And I was like, what she wrote was definitely not inappropriate. I was like, I don't understand what this teacher is saying. And then I was like, what the heck? I was like, as a teenager, you're curious and everything. And I was like, so she said that to her, and that sort of affected her when she grew up and why she works in where she works, because she has to like block off like inappropriate stuff on the internet, and that's part of the reason. And yeah, and I feel like for her, like, you're sort of like embarrassed and sort of like probably traumatized from this teacher of yours. And I feel like people can probably relate to her situation because who hasn't? I'm sure there are a lot of teachers in everyone's lives who have like had to like inspired them, encouraged them, but there are ones who actually did not do that, did the totally opposite, may have traumatized you, especially when you are younger. And I don't understand. I just feel like a lot of the times teachers are supposed to, I don't know, you know, like, oh, it brings me memories, really bad memories. I had a teacher actually who did a similar thing to me, and that actually really traumatized me basically as I grew up and still to this day. And I feel like that is a reflection that anyone can relate to, especially, you know, when something happens like that or similar, something like that happens. Not even when a teacher does that, even maybe a student or classmate did that to you and made fun of you and everyone just like joined into the fun and just laughing at you. And then you're just like, oh wow, what? And then you're just like, what? But thirdly, I have nothing else to really say about the story, because I actually love it a lot. It's very different from the dramas that are out right now. Super different, even though this was actually filmed 3 years ago. And it actually took them a while. So first off, if you go on their official Weibo, one thing is that first off, it took them a while to prepare this drama. So the actors had to go and learn the language, actually. So what you hear when they're in the Babylonian period speaking, like Feng Xiaoyu and Wang Ruichang, like all of them, they're speaking in that language. That's one thing. And then secondly, in preparation of this drama and everything, they wrote it took them like around like, I think 1 or 2 years to write the script. Yes, the script. And then they shot the drama and everything, and then they went into editing the drama. They did the first edit, they did not like it, so then they did another edit like for the whole drama again, all over again. So that's that. I actually did not know about this project. Nada. Like, did not hear anything about it at all. And I have to say that I was just like, what the heck? These people that I have watched their previous work before, they all came together for this drama. I was like, what? It's really awesome and amazing that they worked together before. I was like, what? This is so cool. Like, all the worlds colliding together. And then another thing is that, like, I really, really loved like the story and everything like that and the characters and everything, and I was like, drama may seem like a little ridiculous to some people because they're like these characters, they're princes or everything, but I feel like you may relate to like Chen Meiru and all the other characters, Duan Shuiliu and another female friend of theirs, which I forgot her name. I didn't, yeah. Their character story, even though like Murong Jielun and Ouyang Wenshan and Zhoulong Tiannu, they may seem like weird, like really weird characters or whatsoever to like reality or whatever, but I feel like their characters actually bring out Chen Meiru and her friends, their other side that they probably forgot as they grew up and a lot of things. So I feel like that's probably one of the, I guess, their roles that they play and what they do to the Chen Meiru and her friends, like what happens to them. And I have to give props to the directors and everyone because I didn't know that the preparation that went into this drama. And it seems like this drama is getting, like, people are liking this drama. I feel like I actually stumbled across this drama because I follow Wang Wei-chang on Weibo and stuff, and then he promoted this drama, and I was like, oh, okay. When I saw the trailer of the drama, I was like, this is ridiculous, but I love it because I know the actors. I've seen the actors, like those actors' previous work. They're like serious and everything. This time it's like not. It's like very different from their previous roles, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm so watching this drama. So yeah, that's all I have to say. And obviously I talked about Zhou Jilun and Fang Wenshan, you know, those people that you know. And yeah, so this is the drama that I am loving so far. I'm actually really excited how this drama, like the story, is gonna play out, because these characters, even though it is said that they're from her diary, but I feel like they might have existed for real during the Babylonian period, like real people. So that's my like gut instinct. So that is who these people are, and this is the drama, and this is how I feel about it. I really have nothing much like negative to say about this drama, because so far I find nothing negative. I really love this drama, and I feel like I hope this drama may help. You know, sometimes like I do like dramas that talk about like solving cases and everything, or like something like really deep, and I feel like this drama story does talk about something like really deep, which is like the you that was like the young, like the you that's like you from the beginning, where you were not influenced by what other people thought, and like a lot of things, and that's very valuable. And I feel like that is what I take away from this drama so far. So yeah, anyways, if you have watched this drama, if you're liking it, please leave a comment below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.